Welcome to the Roxbury International Film Festival Daily Script Reads. We have another exciting script for you to hear today, and we will start right now. I'm Andrea Lyman. I'll moderate the Q&A afterwards, so stay after the reading, and that'll be your chance to ask questions.
My name is Anike Tourse. I am the writer, and I'm also playing the role of Tasha today.
Hi, my name is Chris James. I'll be playing the role of James, strange there, and we'll have fun.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Powell. I'll be playing the role of Mark Johnson. Thank you.
I'm Yadana Daniels, and I'll be playing the role of Jennifer.
Hi, my name is Sonya Joyner, and I will be narrating for you this afternoon. Interior, Tal's Cafe, night. Angle on a pot of pinto beans boiling on the stove. A knock at the door of Tal's Cafe. Jennifer walks from the kitchen, tentatively approaching the locked screen door. She sees Mark standing on the other side of it.
Hey,
Saw the light on. What are you getting into after hours?
just cleaning up, doing inventory.
That inventory smells so good.
The two sit across from each other in the diner booth. Jennifer slides a plate of breakfast food in front of Mark.
I'm experimenting.
Scrambled eggs?
Tofu,
What's wrong with eggs?
cholesterol.
I don't have cholesterol problems.
Just try it.
It's spicy.
I added some Creole seasoning. It's probably too much salt, but whatever.
But are those hash brown sweet potatoes?
Yep, roasted, not fried. And that's turkey hash. Only with beans, not potatoes.
Beans. I never would have thought of that.
You won't even miss the potatoes.
Girl.
Well, not as much as you think you would.
Mm, it's really good. I mean, I don't know if it really tastes like hash brown, like turkey hash brown, or like turkey hash, but it's really good. You should open your own place.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I don't want to have to worry about all this.
Ain't you here worrying about it anyway? I mean, at least save some change, make some changes to the menu. Save us from the ham hocks and deep fried for a minute, please.
I'm thinking about gym wars right now. I still got 3.8 pounds to lose.
You'll lose it. We got a week.
Exactly. Only a week.
You're just doing body recomposition, right?
I'm also in the kickboxing contest, if you can believe that. There's nothing else I qualify for.
Well, you can run with me.
No.
Why not? I mean, you've been running, right?
I've been like jogging, dragging.
Well, you can come with me anytime. I'll drag you along.
A horn beeps.
That's my son and his father. I asked them to pick me up on my way home. I mean, his father and I are not together. It's just a ride home.
Oh, okay.
I'll get you a to-go bag.
Okay. And put a couple of those blueberry muffins on the counter in there with jelly to go.
What?
Kidding, kidding. See you at the gym tomorrow.
She walks him to the door.
Unfortunately, yes. You'll see me tomorrow. I mean, not unfortunately,
I
but
know what you mean.
The horn beeps again.
Good night.
Exterior Towels Cafe night. James, Jennifer's son's father, sits next to Anton, their teenage son, in the car. Anton is playing a game on his phone, but James sees Mark exiting Towels. Interior, Jennifer's house night. Anton, Jennifer, and James are in the living room in front of the TV, surrounded by open to-go boxes and a bottle of almost finished wine between Jennifer and James. Anton is fallen asleep on the chair. Jennifer stands up to wake him.
Ever since he was a baby.
There could be a train coming through here and that boy would still sleep. Anton, come on, man. Time to get up. Go to bed.
James sleepily walks Anton out, heading toward the bedroom. Interior, Jennifer's house kitchen, night. Jennifer loads the dishwasher. James pours the remaining wine into a glass and pushes it towards her.
My trainer is gonna kill me eating all this rich food.
Ain't nobody. I'm sorry. Ain't gonna kill nobody. But more to the point, who was that?
Who?
Coming out of Talls.
Mark? He's a guy from the gym.
Oh, a guy from the gym.
Hand me a dish towel.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Do you? And like what you're doing is definitely working.
Look, stop fishing.
Shit.
And don't look at me like I'm a turkey dinner, please.
Hey, I'm not looking at you like a turkey dinner.
You are.
A cobbler, maybe. I mean, you remember when Anton was born, all right? And Lisa brought that huge peach cobbler over. I mean, you can't beat that.
No, I don't remember because I didn't get any. Y'all
Oh,
all sucked it down while I was feeding Anton.
that's right.
Anyway, I look better than a piece of pie.
Oh, you do. Oh, you do. Maybe more like your peach cobbler. I mean, the way you make it with the brown sugar and the cinnamon all worked into the crust. I mean, come on.
Interior, Jennifer's bedroom morning. The sun pours through the window. Jennifer wakes up slowly with a throbbing headache until she rolls over into James and wakes up all at once.
Um, shit. Shit, shit, shit.
Good morning to you too.
Jennifer grabs her clothes from the floor. She throws James his sweatshirt, which lands on his head.
Ow.
Is
Oh,
Anton here?
oh, I'm waking up same time as you. Oh, want me to call him?
He reaches for his phone. She grabs it first and heads for the hallway.
Anton? Anton, baby. Thank God.
He probably saw the car outside.
Jennifer heads to the bathroom around the bend of her bedroom.
It's not the worst thing that can happen. You know, we are his parents.
I have a contract with my trainer. If I'm late, I owe her money.
What kind of trainer is that?
I gotta go.
You know, you need a workout. I can give you a workout.
Stop playing. And don't be here when Anton gets back.
Jennifer exits. Exterior training park day. Jennifer rushes up the hill to find Tasha at the basketball court waiting for her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She turns and heads for the park loop. Jennifer stares at the agility ladder, woozy for a beat. She moves quickly until she trips.
Ooh, sorry.
What's wrong?
Just tired.
Jennifer continues her footwork through the rope ladder on the ground, looking greener by the minute.
Oh, I didn't get your food pictures last night.
Oh, I forgot to send them.
Well, what'd you eat?
Jennifer continues, maintaining speed, if also wobbly.
I guess I cheated a little.
She doubles over, running away from the agility rope into the bushes.
Oh, 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 oh.
Making her way back, Tasha hands Jennifer a water bottle.
Did you drink last night?
Oh.
I said no alcohol.
Mm. I feel bad already.
No alcohol at all.
Everyone else in this competition gets at least one cheat day a week.
What was so special about yesterday?
What?
You've been following the same diet for months.
Not perfectly.
What happened yesterday?
Nothing happened. My husband dropped my son and I off at the house, and he brought dinner with him. And honestly, I'm tired of cooking all the time, so I guess we ate too much.
Husband? Okay. And?
And there was wine too.
And? Please don't tell me that after everything we've been doing for months, that you just gave it all away in one night? Jennifer, do you know what the number one job of the body is?
Before or after you beat it into submission?
To maintain homeostasis, body temperature, blood pressure, pH balance and conductivity, heartbeat, digestion, respiration, water regulation, interdependent self-regulating systems that have to work together to keep you alive, to keep you afloat. So when you decide to interrupt all of that by deliberately poisoning your body and giving it up to someone who doesn't care about you or respect you or appreciate you at all, you're fucking with your stability.
Got it.
With your equilibrium, with your center, with your core. You can't build a core and simultaneously tear it down.
Oh my God, Tasha, it was one night.
Gym Wars is in less than a week. Why are you trying to quit now?
Who said anything about quitting? The man is my son's father, Natasha.
So what does that mean?
We have history.
History over, done, finished, in the past.
What do you want me to say, Tasha? Not everyone can be like you. Perfect and alone.
Okay. I just showed up for our training session.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't be like the real athletes you used to train because I'm not going to be an Olympian. I just want to be somebody with a normal life and a normal family.
I thought you were trying to be somebody who isn't fat anymore.
Fuck you.
Yeah, okay. Fuck me.
Tasha angrily starts to gather her equipment.
So that's it?
What do you want to do now? You want to throw up all over my equipment?
I felt like shit and I still came here.
Tasha grabs the last of her stuff and storms off.
So you're just gonna be one of those kids, huh? Just take your ball and go home, huh? Well,
Natasha keeps walking and does not look back.
well, fuck you in your toned ass, Tasha.
Bravo.
Wonderful. That was great. everybody come on back. So, how did that feel for you, Anike?
Well, this has been quite a learning process, I have to say, which is what I'm grateful to have had the opportunity. And yeah, I think I'm still a little bit nervous here, so maybe I'll wait and hear what other people have to say, and then I can kind of respond.
And this was different because usually what we suggest is the writer not only not be in it, but don't have your script up so you can just listen to it. So for you, it wasn't a full reading, but still, were there parts where you heard certain words and you said, "Huh, it sounded different from when the actors said it," or that something that is like, "Yeah, I nailed it," anything like that?
Well, to be honest, the most important thing that I learned was about how it's really important not to have directions or in the stage directions that are really about actor choices, because and even in writing the inflections, because of in the script, because I noticed that when I was doing it, I didn't necessarily, as an actor, I didn't necessarily pay attention to the inflections, even when I wanted to, and also when you have something in there like, oh, this character doesn't react. It's like, okay, well, what does that mean? Or this character laughs now. Well, what happens if in the reality it's not a laughing moment when it depends on the actor. So it's like, okay, just don't do that at all. You really have to just trust whoever is doing it, that they're going to make their own choices and leave it alone. So that was something that was really interesting. Also, I noticed that the cursing, I'm not sure if I really like cursing. Like it feels like really strong when I hear it, as opposed to when I was writing it. I mean, I don't mind the sort of fuck you between Jennifer and Tasha at the end, because that's a really inappropriate thing for Tasha to say, and very hurtful. And I think because she's really hurt, so that's why Tasha says something like that. But like, just saying that you're fucking with your stability, just makes me
Yeah.
think it kind of limits where it could be shown and stuff like that by the cursing. And it's sort of a bit of a wholesome thing. So,
Well, that's
yeah.
great. I mean, we like it when people, get something out of it. What are your plans next with this piece?
My plans are to finish the script. That would be the first
Oh,
thing.
so what is it? So this is it's not, is it a feature? Is it an episodic? Is it a short film? What is it?
Yeah, it's a feature, and I have a first draft of the whole thing, but it really needs a lot of work. So part of what I think I was doing as you know, I've been involved in the festival. I've shown 2 films, finished films at
Yes.
the festival, but I was having trouble, and I have other projects that I'm working on, but I was having trouble like completing this. And I'm like, okay, let's enter this in the festival to kind of give it some momentum and movement and get other people involved. And, because it's kind of really easy to not finish things, I would say. And I also want to just say really quickly that I really appreciate these actors showing up and doing this. I mean, Yadana and I actually did a version of this scene some years ago. It was different in some ways, but everybody else I just met, and they're doing it for free, and they're, showing up and participating. And that's really kind of all of you guys to give your time. I really appreciate it enormously. Oh, and I guess I want to say one last thing. And I mentioned this to Sonya. I sent an email. I had no idea how important it is for a narrator to actually be very grounded and know what they're doing and relaxed, and how much it really keeps things moving. Like it seems like, oh, that maybe that's not a important role or whatever. It
Oh
actually
no,
is.
the
It
narrator
really
role is
is.
very important.
In this kind of environment, you really have to have an experienced person, because otherwise everybody's going to be all over the place. Oh, and also I learned that tech things are really can go really awry at the last minute, and that is enormously stressful. So thank God you had us come on a half hour early, or we
Isn't
would
that the
have
truth?
a total mess. Yeah. Okay, that's it. No more comments from me.
Oh no, your comments are welcome. And the thing you said about the narrator is so true. I mean, when I'm looking to see who could be a narrator, I cast always strong people, because I notice I'm in another reading group that we read stuff. They're based out of New York, but are from all over the world. And so often a person that's narrating thinks, this is the narration, so I'm just the narrator, and then I'm reading. It's like, no, because you are the visuals. The narrator is the having us see what is unseen, like a car crashes, whatever. And so that they are creating the visual, and sometimes a lot of the emotions of the piece too. So yeah, and Sonya, you did a great job, of course.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and it's very
Thank you.
hard to space out too. Like if the person is not really present, the narrator, then it's really easy as a viewer to just space out and not listen. So that's why. Thank you, Sonya, very much.
Thank you.
Any of the actors have any comments?
You can never test or watch over the electronic or the technical end and assume, okay, everything's fine. It worked twice, it'll work a third time. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. That 30-minute prep. In fact, I was actually on at 10 o'clock, and not having any way of knowing if the Zoom was working. I just sat there, and then as 10:30 came, I said, "No, I know I shouldn't be the only one here." So I'm sitting there watching Zoom, sitting there waiting for the host, waiting for the host. I'm saying something's not right. That's when I used the phone. But yeah, and we did the rehearsals, and everything worked for the rehearsals. So yeah, sure, no problem. This will be easy. And I sat there about what 30 minutes, well, about 6 minutes, sitting there talking to myself. And I said, "Where's everybody else at? I'm in a different
Yeah,
time zone."
we could
Still.
see and hear you.
Yeah, well, I finally decided to try the phone using the link that was in the email message, and I typed in the meeting ID, and I just sat here. For some reason, it just didn't connect. So I went out and back and out. I think I went in and out 3 times, and it finally connected. But you're right.
We were happy to have you.
Yeah, you can never really expect the tech stuff to work until you really sit on it.
Yeah, we had one where everything was working fine at 11:30, and somebody's thing went off at like 5 of, and all of a sudden there was no camera. Fortunately, it was a person that was the narrator and had one character that was off screen that she was reading, so it worked. But it just it happens. I mean, it happens in filming. We've all been on sets where something was supposed to happen one way, and it just glitched. That's life. Any other actors'
Yeah,
comments? Yes.
I do have a comment. This is the first time I've actually, heard it all through, after, we've rehearsed it. And it really, really makes me want to see other iterations of this, see the finished product of this. Uh, just seeing the way it was done with the actors really brought humanity to it. And I know it's about a woman and her struggles. But I begin to think, when she's talking about it, come on, I was married to this person. You're getting upset because I broke this routine. It really made it more universal to me, hearing it acted out, and really made me want to see what's going on. I could really relate to it rather than I read it on the words and I liked it, but I really got the humanity from the acting of it.
Okay. Anyone
Um,
else?
Anike, I, well, you already know my thoughts on the piece. I love how you wrote for a character that we don't normally see on screen, a middle-aged Black woman, who is got a little extra going on on her body, and she's not the ideal of American beauty standard of uh, what's been set as a precedence of what we ought to look like, or how we ought to think, or what our family ought to be, and what it ought to look like. And I appreciate you bringing her story to life, because her story becomes everybody's story. Everybody can relate to looking at themselves in the mirror and wishing for something a little bit different, or wanting to change this or that, or and having self-acceptance while on the way to self-improvement. I enjoy seeing that about this character. I enjoy seeing that she's not perfect, that she's trying, she's putting forth some effort, and you wrote that beautifully. And I love the struggle between her and Tasha. I love that dynamic. They are friends and they do love each other, and they're running into this moment of conflict. And even though they've hurt each other, I don't feel like it's a lost cause between them. I still feel like there's redemption for their relationship, and you can tell. And I also enjoyed the fact that Jennifer is, she's a little on the insecure side with, do I have something new to contribute? I'm working in a restaurant, but I have something that I think not only will benefit me, but I think it can benefit other people, and I'm trying it. And then love interests. All right. You don't see a middle-aged Black woman uh, even having a choice of two potential partners, and you wrote that. You made her beautiful in so many ways, and I really, really enjoyed playing Jennifer and bringing her to life, because for every woman who's gained a couple of extra pounds, and, as her friends talk about how they've lost weight, well, she found all of the weight that they lost. And I appreciate you making this kind of woman beautiful and creative, and someone that we can all identify with and root for. So thank you.
Well said.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Dana. I think that one thing is, I was thinking in terms of whenever you see sort of fitness in general, um, it's like it's always young people, and what does that mean? So after you're 30, you're done, your life is over. You don't care about being in shape, you don't care about being healthy anymore. And also, as a social justice filmmaker, I really do films that are about different issues, but this one in particularly is about in the Black community, and about self-care, and what does that mean, and what does that look like, and people that have to learn what it is, and also mental health too, right? Like, Tasha is not, you don't talk to a client like that no matter how upset you are, no matter what buttons were pushed. That's just, so she has a lot to learn too about, how she handles herself. And also, the issues about consistency, and but really about I mean, when Mark is going through these things and he's saying like, oh, you can swap out beans, you can roast instead of fry, that's actually trying to give information. It'll be interesting to see about funding, because it's what you're saying about representation is important, and then like, okay, but how do you get the money for something like that? So it will be interesting to see how this gets funded, but the final film.
I might try some things that people don't usually like. Weight Watchers. They've got money. Who knows? They might want to be a sponsor of a film like this. But I enjoy the worlds that you created, and how you saw Jennifer completely change in 3 different worlds. Like the way she was in the restaurant and with Mark, and then completely changed with James and her son, and then once again with Tasha. Like each world, it's like, oh, okay, it's almost as if she became a different person. She didn't, but we all do this. We have different personalities, different parts. It's like code switching, but in a different kind of a way. And I appreciated that, and also appreciated, not appreciate, wouldn't want it to happen to me, but the fact that one mistake and it's supposedly all over, and she fought against that, because even, come on, one mistake and say, I'm out, and it's like that's not fair. And I liked the fact that she fought against that. Now I just want to see, if any of the audience has any questions or comments, you can raise your hand, or you can talk. I have put talking permitted. So does anyone have anything they want to say? The audience.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad you can't see me because I'm half dressed.
TMI.
Sorry. No, I'm okay now. No, I really enjoyed this. This is one of the more interesting ones I've been listening to. The whole everything you've done so far with your scripts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a performer. I am a performer, but my goal is to write a play. I'm working on a theme and topic, so I'm getting a lot of ideas for doing this. I've been a fan of just like Anike, of the festival for almost 20 years when it first started, and so it's really inspired me in a lot of ways. But I am an artist, so my point. Okay, I'll get to my point. I'm rambling. My apologies. Oh, that's why I'm a writer, actually.
No apologies necessary.
No. This topic specifically was one of the more interesting things for me, because I work on a college campus, and there are big issues about how a person looks, with the dress like, the weight and stuff, and it really has become a dominant part of a student's life, especially after going through the period of coming out of adolescence into a womanhood or manhood, and it's really a big deal. And unfortunately, I think it really controls their lives too much. But I'm thinking, I'm trying to maybe connect at one point that it wasn't like this, but it's always been like this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, we just didn't notice that, we didn't speak about it as much, maybe. But especially women, and over the years, just like diet pills, hair, and then we come to the issue of what black women are dealing with now. Now that they're being bombarded, by hair wars. It's not amongst themselves. Is what our society does to black women with hair issues and stuff like that. People who can't go with afros, and whatnot. They have to straighten their hair to look like somebody else, if you want to get a job. It's really a lot of pressure on us, our race, but that's why this whole issue was kind of brought me notice about what was going on, with just how people wait. I mean, I've seen some. I work on a college campus. I mean, you can't see my hand, but I can put my two hands together, and that would be the size of somebody's waist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I can't comment on it. That's the other issue. I think the actors sort of got into with your script here. I could not comment on it. People get really defensive. I'll be brought up to HR, the whole thing, what I mean? Because I think once I had a student, a young white woman, she had no belly, you know. I said, man, you are skinny as all hell, you know. Also, I get to call him HR, you know, and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm glad you're talking about this topic. I think to a certain degree, we just need to be more conscious of it and be able to realize. I mean, right now is an academic.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
You're right. Some things have changed and some things have not. It is always a thing about, looks and size and hair and all of it. And especially with these YouTube folks, they've really put that on steroids, kind of. I think we had somebody else. Was it someone else had their hand up? Was it Nancy? Did you? I thought you. Yeah. Thought you would raise your hand. Yes, Nancy.
Yeah, I really appreciated this as well. And I like what is it Yadana? Is that how you say your name?
Pronounced Yadana. Thank you so
Yadana,
much.
thank you, Yadana. Um, I like what you said about how you thought about the character and that was really great. And also like that what Andrea, what you were saying about the different how you see Jennifer in three different ways that she is or like how she shows up in different ways and that's so real, you know, like we're not necessarily predictable in how we are in different places. So yeah, I really appreciated this. And I liked how Dr. Powell brought the food to it. And did you prepare what was on the menu?
No, I had substitute food, but really edible stuff.
That was great. So yeah, thank you so much for this, all of you.
Thanks, Nancy. Anyone else in the audience? You can just either raise your hand or start speaking in the audience because I have talking permitted. Okay. 1 second. I guess not. So I want to say thank you, everyone. Boy, this was really wonderful, and it gives you a lot to think about because all of this stuff is, happening all the time. And you're right. People look in the mirror, and we always see something different. I remember my mom, who was gorgeous, just saw overweight. I mean, she spent her life, she died at 95, but she was always, trying to sort of diet or look at it, like her value of herself depended on where she was in her weight. And she actually, anyone who met her, she always looked beautiful, and there wasn't a weight thing. And what it taught me was, okay, I will eat what I want to eat. I will be healthy, I'll try to get in the basic food groups, but if I want ice cream, if I want a candy bar, if I want whatever, I'm gonna have it as long as my health allows it and it brings me joy. I'm not gonna be sitting here looking at weight. And then also the other thing is, as an actor, people think that actors have to be thin, but the reality is for African American women, especially after you get out of your 20s, unless you are a superstar, weight isn't going to be that big of a thing. The stereotype is a heavier woman. So a heavy Black woman work on stage, film, television, everywhere, because that's sort of a stereotype that they accept. Whereas the thinner woman that's really fit, well, sure, if you are Halle Berry or somebody of that stature, but other than that, they're not going to want you to compete with that as much. So I'm finding that, when I'm not getting a role and I'm looking at who got it, it's never that the person is, wow, well, that person is so much thinner or so much more fit. That has never happened. So I can see that they sometimes go the other way. So that's, it's a truism. Now, it might not be the same for men, but for women, it depends on what they think the stereotype is, and so that's not something. And like I said, with my mom always caring so much about weight, it made me go the opposite way. She raised me to be anorexic, but it just didn't go that way. Because even at a young age, when I was thin, she would say, "Oh, do you really want more of that?" And so I embrace food, and I have a lot of relatives that are all different sizes, and
Yeah, that's a really good point, Andrea, especially because so much about acting, particularly for film, but stage two, once you get into it, in the professional world, it's really about type. So being super thin, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I mean, didn't they have that situation with Ryan? Oh my God, the guy from super huge actor. What's his name from The
there's a
Notebook?
bunch of.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling. Didn't he? There was a big story where he showed up on set. Well, I guess this is sort of the opposite. Okay, never mind. He showed up on set. He decided that he thought the character should be overweight, so he gained a bunch of weight. And then the director was like, what? Like he just sort of made this arbitrary decision. And so then the director, I mean, it was amazing because that's a multi-million-dollar film. And
Mhm.
on the first day, I mean, he showed up like that. So he was like, okay, you got to go. And they fired him and they replaced him with someone else. But the reality was that like one person, the actor thought it was this certain type and the director thought it was this certain type. And that was the end of the story. You know what I mean? So it really becomes about suitability and type, and it doesn't like this, even with the character Jennifer is supposed to be somebody who's in process, of losing weight, not somebody, and the whole gym community actually is in the story about supposed to being in process, not about being stick thin.
Yeah, and sometimes it depends on who you are. They may change it because I remember in This Is Us, the character that was large, I guess originally she was supposed to have lost weight and that was part of the thing, but that didn't really happen. So they liked her and and she stayed where she was. But the beginning, she's in a weight loss thing, and they had said she was actually supposed to have lost a whole lot of weight. And maybe she did, but it's a certain size, and it worked.
Thank you for
So it
suggesting
depends.
thank you for suggesting Weight Watchers as a potential sponsor. I didn't even think about that. And certainly Weight Watchers has a ton of money because
Yes.
they hired Oprah to be their
Mm.
spokesperson. So they
Mm-hmm.
got some cash. I didn't
Yep.
even think
Yep.
about that.
Any of the weight, you always just need to look at where your thing is. Like, so any of the weight folks, any of the gym folks, any of that, you look at people that will say, because I look at certain films that are sponsored at ROXFILM Festival, and sometimes it'll be an outdoors thing and it'll be that aria that is sponsoring. You don't think of them as films, but one year we had a lot of films that were sponsored by them.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah.
By
Yeah.
who? Aria?
Isn't it Aria? I might be wrong because I'm so much not the outdoorsy type, but that outdoors,
Oh.
isn't it? Is it
REI?
Aria?
REI.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. See,
Okay.
I'm showing my non-gym, non-athletic and going outside things, but the outdoorsy stuff. There were like a series of short films that they had sponsored, and so a lot of times people want to sponsor a film that makes them look good or is in their wheelhouse. So,
Also one more thing I wanted to say about the Roxbury, but about Roxbury Film Festival is that I really love how this festival really goes out of its way. Out of all the festivals I participate in different times of my life, like it goes out of its way to support the filmmakers in at any way that they can and in any stage of where they're at, so it's like the film is in distribution, they're still going to find a way to show it. The film is looking for distribution, they will show it that way. You have a short, you have a feature, you have the script that you're in the process of writing and you need feedback and you need to get it up on its feet to kind of keep it going. And that's just a really beautiful thing that ROXFILM has been doing that for so many years, because most festivals just don't, So thank you for that.
Thank you. And we like to see sometimes what happens is, this happens a lot. We'll have the daily read, and a couple of years later, there's the film.
Oh,
And
that's good.
even
That's
some of
great.
the and
That's
some of
the
the
best.
actors that were in the daily read are in the film. Like that has most definitely happened, that filmmakers and actors have made connections through the daily reads, or that there's one where we did the daily read and the person wanted it produced, and he said he had done another film, but had to, it was hard to get actors. He used his friends and stuff like that. And I told him about the SAG-AFTRA micro budget agreement. He came back to me, hooked up with our local SAG-AFTRA, and now he's got the agreement and everything, and that they're going to do the film. He just didn't know that he had access to all the top actors. They're about to put out a casting notice for it, and it's like it started with the daily reads. You never know where anything's gonna go. And also one of the actors that was started daily reads a couple of years ago, this time she did a script, and we did one of her scripts. So it's just wonderful to see the evolution of filmmakers. That just, I don't know, it's just, I love it. So the Roxbury International Film Festival, the in-person has ended, but the online continues, and it continues through July 2nd. Tomorrow will be our last daily read, and we'll be doing two scripts, two short films for tomorrow, and we'll be traveling outside of the country. Some of our, a couple of scenes in our script are in Zimbabwe and some other places. Not we're here, but imaginary land. We will have gone to other countries. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And have a wonderful day.
Great. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.